What's up, guys? My name is Victor, and today I'd like to talk about eating meat while you're going through the spiritual awakening process, the ascension process, you're a light worker, etc. Now, there's a lot of people saying that you shouldn't, that it's bad, that it's not spiritual, and that it's going to keep you like in the dense 3D state of being. And I just want to say that my experience has proven to myself that that's not true at all. What I've discovered is that our bodies will prefer different types of food based on the type of awakening phase we're going through. There are times where it is in our best interest to get away from the really heavy meats and fatty foods and eat more of a lighter, high vibrational, vegetarian, real food type diet. But there's a lot of times in my own experience where that I've been drawn to eat a lot of protein, excessive amounts of protein. And I think because our bodies are going through the ringer right now, going through this process, and it's just it's a very dynamic process, and it causes a lot of different reactions within our body. And again, there are times to eat heavier foods, there are times to eat lighter foods, but there is no such thing as a spiritual diet. It's just about being honest with yourself and honest with your body. If out of fear of being non-spiritual, you eat nothing but vegan foods, but you're feeling like shit, that's not fucking spiritual. I'm not saying I'm against being a vegan either. I think it's the important thing is to do what works for you. To do what works for you in that moment. Because whatever works for you now is likely to change. Don't be too rigid. Don't be too, okay, I found my diet and here it is, and now I'm gonna stick to it no matter what happens. No, that's silly. Life, the awakening process, our bodies are it's like life. Nothing stays the same. Everything's always changing and in flux. And the way to really achieve superb health and superb states of enlightenment is to be dynamic and learn to yield and flow with life, flow with what your body's giving you, not to be attached to any particular diet or thing or house or relationship or anything, because it's always evolving, transforming, and changing. And I just say this because I used to feel like I was doing the wrong thing when I wanted to eat meat. And for a while I was a raw vegan for about a year, and it was great for me for a while. By the time my body started to feel awful, I started to look horrible, I started to feel very, very weak. I was 25 pounds lighter than I am now. And part of my passion is lifting weights, and I was a personal trainer for about 10 years. In fact, I still have a couple clients I train. I just love fitness, and I could not do what I love the most. I could not really lift weights. I could not make any progress in the gym. And I just accepted that because I thought I was a spiritual person now, going through the awakening process. I denied my natural desires and my natural heartfelt guidance, which is to work out and to help people with their fitness. Because I adopted the belief that if I was to ascend, if I was to go to the fourth density or the fifth dimension or whatever and achieve enlightenment, I have to do what these spiritual teachers from India are saying. So again, no diet is inherently good or bad. There's a place for everything. We are on planet Earth. So if you got to eat meat, if you feel guided to eat meat, go for it. Find ethical sources. Buy from farmers markets. Try to get grass-fed beef if you can. Free-range eggs, organic free-range chicken. But if you're ignoring your body's messages and by definition making your health not as good as it can be, then you're not being your you're not being your high vibrational self. That's not a high vibrational thing to take action out of fear, out of adopted beliefs. What the most spiritual thing to do is to let your spirit flow unrestricted through you.